All hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
As the people who call themselves Ndibo continue hunting for the head of Simon, begging for a new state, the Northerners are busy recruiting people to fight Nigeria. Recruiting openly. Now, the recruitment of these people, insurgents, recruitment, this is no longer secret, though. It's now in the open. Make you understand it. In the broad daylight, I get my proof. I will show you, make you hear, make you see. Now, they are recruiting openly in broad daylight. You they get what I tell you? While some people like Abaribe go there, shout, bring Simon Ekpa now! And even get guts to come publicly, come tell you, say, he don't go UN to talk with ambassador to bring Simon Ekpa. He don't go Finland to talk with the diplomats to bring Simon Ekpa. He don't go Moon to bring Simon Ekpa in the red chamber. Abaribe, we heard him yesterday. I showed him video. I no go show him again. And then Ohanaeze busy begging, asking, demanding for new states. It shock you, make it no shock you. Now so they do. Now their way. Now their way. Now so they do. Now their way. Now make you they understand. Purpose of them must said, if we know the way we brought back Nnamdi Kanu, make we bring Simon Ekpa. And so many people, and the Ohanaeze Ndibo waiting, they call him. I don't forget his name. Ohanaeze Ndibo spokesman to say, bring Simon Ekpa now. Make we kill him. If we have caught, if we have kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, why can't we kidnap Simon Ekpa? If we can go to Kenya and bring Nnamdi Kanu back, Simon Ekpa shop wish, bring him back. Meanwhile, if you have not voted, go and cast your vote. It's very important. I don't know where I go start. Make I read that Ohanaeze news for you. Make we start there. Make we start that. This one a good place to start. Make we use them start. Go be good starting point. Okay, now. Government should go after Simon Ekpa for masterminding tension in Southeast. Ohanaeze spokesperson. Now, tension, masterminding tension, not even insecurity again. Tension. They are scared. They are now afraid. Hey, only Simon Ekpa. If you see Simon Ekpa, shook him for hand for me. Shook him hand in a try. One person that the whole land, the criminals in that land are scared of. When he come out to speak like this, they are quaking, they are scared. This is all they know how to do. They don't want any good thing to come out. Shakam. They don't want the poor to leave. They just want to let the poor get poorer and the criminal get weightier. This is what they want. Government should go after Simon Ekpa for masterminding tension in Southeast. As these criminals, where is Southeast? They don't even know where they belong. They are not close to Southeast. They are claiming Southeast because somebody gave them the name Southeast. Umiberibe. They are calling for state creation. Iwenya will sat down and say his problem is more states. So we have more senators. So we have more people for reps.
Has passed a bill seeking to establish a new state in the Southeast geopolitical zone to be known as Orlu State. Well, the bill, which passed its first reading, was sponsored by Ikenga Ugochinyere, representing Idiato North and South Federal Constituency, along with 15 other co-sponsors. According to the draft bill, the creation of Orlu State will amend the 1999 Constitution, increasing the number of states in Nigeria from 36 to 37. The new state, with Orlu as its capital city, will be created from portions of Imo, Abia, and Anambra states.
Did you get it? You get the message? To create, just to complete the 1999 Constitution. Just that is what they are doing. Carrying out waiting they write for book for them. That is all they know. They don't know anything again. They don't use their brain. All they know how to do, carrying out what is given to them in the manual. They are not asking questions. This state we are clamoring for, is it going to solve any problem? Is it going to give us anything? Is it going to add anything to us? No. Problem is that when this thing come, maybe I will be opportuned to become the governor, or at least deputy governor, or at least rep, or at least minister for justice for the state. Who knows? This is their problem. Me, I, myself. Me, I, myself. Me. This is it. Now, this Orlu state they are calling for. Have you gone to Orlu before? Have you seen Owerri, Orlu, Umuahia, Okigwe, all these Mbano, Mbitolu, Okigwe, Anyana, all those? Have you been to that area? Have you seen how the place look like a demonic kingdom? No road, no light, no nothing. All they know is how to create opportunity to steal money. Finish. Opportunity to steal. Finish. Nothing more. Nothing more. Opportunity to thief. Now be their own. They are calling for more states. More states. That is it. Iwanya will say, na the state be in problem. Make him create more states. Make him be waiting if he do now when the power. na achievement. The National Publicity Secretary of Ohanaeze Ndigbo, Dr. Alex shared his thought with Ayola Olasupo on the killings of military personnel in Abia State, among other issues. Are you getting the message? On the killings of the military personnel, killings of the innocent people is not his problem. Killings of the people of Okwama leveling the community is not his problem. That the people of Ohamufu are in IDP camp is not his problem. That you don't have one common seaport is not his problem. You don't have road. Those ones is the way the people must live. You don't have hospital, you don't have industry, you don't have anything. Those ones are nothing. The important thing is that a military man has been murdered by unknown gunmen. Therefore, go and catch Sabo. If it means wiping out and leveling down everybody in Biafra land, do that, but don't touch Army man. Over 300 youth that have been reported disappeared. Those ones are nothing. Their problem is, why did you touch Army man? Army man get right to shoot you aside. You no go do anything. You no get right to revert. Even when you no do anything, Army man shoot you. Don't talk when they shoot you. They shoot your brother for your front. See your mouth. Don't ask questions. Army man go enter your house, grab you. Even if you dey with your wife for bed, he go come there, come grab you. You no go do anything. We see one video flying now, how military were beating one defense director or so. They were beating him mercilessly. Army, when we tell you that Nigeria is a place where you don't have a system of government, no common system of government, Army, they operate. Army is, listen, they tell you that military is not in power, but it is worse than when military is in power. You have a country where you don't have system of government. No system. The only system is if you can steal money, if you can manipulate anybody to steal from them, do that. If you can just innovate an idea to steal money, go and do so. It is legalized. They will come to this green chamber, white chamber, yellow chamber, red chamber, to tell you how they want to steal your money. Finish. That's all they want. Excuses and reasons and a way to steal money. That is all they know how to do. That is all they do. Nothing more, nothing less. Just a way to steal money. That is all they are on. A way to steal money. Make we read and finish. Hold on. Make we go on and read more. The Nigerian Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress recently embarked on a nationwide strike, which was suspended. This is a result of ongoing controversy over minimum wage for workers. What is your advice to the federal government on the situation? Let's hear him. In the first place, the salary does not go anywhere for any Nigerian worker because the cost of living is very high now in the market. It is very outrageous. Even salt and every good food item you can think of are very exorbitant. Anyway, these ones are not the news. We are not interested in these ones. But the important thing is that you have now come to realize that their problem is the murdered army. Therefore, they go murder. We are coming to the main news you see in the topic. We are just trying to make the fire ignite. before we go to the main news. As for the topic, that is what we will be discussing. You will see, I get my proof. I know they show you. I know if you just come here, come they sit down talk. Simon Ekpa is become their problem and will remain their problem until they enter 6 feet. Simon Ekpa is become their problem and will always remain their problem. Telling you the truth. Now, on the other hand, let us quickly see these people that tell you they are your house of assembly of house, Let us just hear small, make we hear. Listen.
To be a lawmaker in Nigeria, by the way, all you need is secondary school certificate. Yet, your basic salary is 2.5 million naira per month. Furniture allowance is 7.4 million per month.
Are you getting it? And somebody call himself Labor Union is begging for 60,000 naira. Even when you were having it at 40,000 naira, your salary was being denied. They don't pay you. They owe you for months, for years sometimes. Teachers are being owed. They hold their money for 2 years. They know they pay teachers. Sometimes one governor go enter, he go they pay them after 6 months, he go pay them for 2 months. He go use the other one, put for his pocket. It's just for you to understand the wickedness of the people. When I tell you there is nothing, no presence of government, basic salary 2.5 million, furniture 7.5 million every year. Every year. If you collect 60,000 naira, how much do you think you get by the end of the year? Do you get 1 million? Listen.
Per month. Who changes furniture every month? Newspaper allowance. Nobody is reading newspaper, by the way, but they still get 1.2 million naira per month to buy newspaper. And then they have wardrobe allowance, 621,000 every month. Recess allowance is 248,000 every month. This is different from leave allowance. What does that even mean? Another 248,000 per month. On top of that, they have accommodation allowance, 4.9 million every month. Continue.
Are you getting the message?
On top of that, they have accommodation allowance, 4.
That is it. And some people will sit down to tell you, considering 65,000 is good. Useless people. When 60,000 naira cannot even buy you a bag of curry. It cannot buy you a bag of curry. It can't buy you a bag of anything. Not even have bag of beans. Not even, it can't even pay your salary. It can't even pay your house rent, I mean to say. It can't even pay your house bill. And when we talk, they say that they make noise. The Nigerian army go organize you. Listen, I don't have anything against Nigerian army. I have something and everything against those obi head, coconut head, useless heads that will submit themselves as media bloggers, whatever they call themselves, influencers to Nigerian army to educate them that there are things like this that this Yoruba woman is telling you now is not something you should be discussing. You should be discussing and projecting a way forward Nigeria. You should be discussing things like how President Bola Tinubu should go forward, and you will not be saying things or negative things about Nigeria, only say positive things. That is what they are educating you. Don't go to media and tell them how military has been leveling communities. Don't tell them about Okwama that are being displaced, forcing them to go into IDP camp. Don't tell them about the IDP camp in Bini. Don't tell them about the IDP camp in Enugu. Don't tell them about the Governor Mba of Enugu taking people's ancestral lands by force and displacing people to go to IDP camp. Don't tell them about ethnic cleansing. Don't tell them about land grabbing policy. Don't tell them about economic strangulation policy. Don't tell them about Lagos economic strangulation. Don't tell them about drowning Igbo in the Lagos Ocean Lagoon, as they told you. Only tell them good things about the government of Nigeria. Advise them to pray that Nigeria will be good. Advise them to pray and fast. For December, you see the people will go mountain, go pray and fast for Nigeria. Kidnappers come there, come kidnap them. That one never tell you, say, no, be God send you. Nigeria has no system of government. Not even anything like its system, not even like anything. G no even there, S no there, system no there, government no there. They no get them. This is not just my news, but I just say make we just talk small on this. Now, make we hear this news. I think this should be the place where they were telling us about demand for creation of state.
And he has an ulcer, and nobody has had access to him for 12 days. So they're saying, look, please, I charge him to court. If you're charging him to court, resident for longer than 48 hours.
Okay. And that's story in Punch? Yes. So, same NIN. Subscribers kick against Friday deadline, demand extension. Yes, because to cut me off. And when I went to the office, it was a rigorous procession of telephone lines, not information needed for verification, just as it is. They tell you to impute it online. And nice. I sat down somewhere for an hour. It's meant for new SIM. We now have deaths of the military personnel in Delta will be hunted down, specifically the deaths of the soldiers. With 1.6 billion 2027 presidential tickets for more states in the southeast.
Okay.
More states in the Peter Obi. Okay, which story are we starting with in Punch, in Daily Sun? Okay, let me go ahead. Okay, so Ohanaeze demands more states in the southeast.
Did you hear that? Ohanaeze demand for more states. Ohanaeze, I saw the video, but I think I have the video, but I cannot figure out where I kept it. It will take me time to begin to search. I can't search it. I've tried to find it. I cannot. Now, Ohanaeze, led by Iweanyanwu, I saw Iweanyanwu with my own, saying that he must make sure that he adds more state. I was looking at him. Now you heard from TVC News, Ohanaeze is demanding for new states. You get the message? This is what they are demanding for new state and the head of Simon Ekpa. Why the Northerners are doing, we are coming. By the time we enter the video and open it and analyze it, you go understand. If you still there believe anything now, you know, say you know be human being in short. You know be human being.
Punch in Daily Sun. Okay, let me go ahead. Okay, so Ohanaeze demands more states in the southeast. Ohanaeze Ndibo yesterday demanded the devolution of power in the ongoing constitutional review by the National Assembly. This is as Enugu State Governor Peter Mba. He charged Ndibo to rediscover their innate economic potential and avoid acts capable of self-destruction. President General of Ohanaeze, Chief Emmanuel Iwanyanwu, who stated this at a retreat for Igbo leaders in Enugu, also reiterated the call for creation of additional states for the southeast, noting that the Igbo were not happy with the skewed nature of the 1999 constitution. He stated that the group still stood by its Oka declaration on constitutional review after the 2018 special summit.
When they come out, I tell you, Igbos are this. They are not telling you of Igbos. They are telling you of themselves, within themselves. All them, the circle of wicked criminals among them is what they are telling you about. Not about the Igbos. No, not about the Igbos, not about me and you. About their pot wicked bellies. About their evil minds. That is what they are telling you. They don't represent you. That one everybody knows. They represent themselves, their children, their wife, their dogs, their cat, even the insects that live in their house. They don't represent you.
Yes, so they're asking for more states, and I'm sure this also has to do with when it comes to the allocations.
Resource control.
Yes, resource control. So that if we have more states in the southeast, time for allocation and resource control will have Igbos.
Have you seen it? Just to get more allocation. Resource control is not for, and listen, when you hear allocation, resource control, you say, yes, allocation, they will build roads, they will build. No, the one they have they built anything for you? Have they built even a pure water factory for you? What have they done? Nothing. So why do you think when the resource control, Igbos are not happy, allocation, you think it's for you? You think it's for your own good? It's for your own destruction. They want to bring the destruction more closer to you, because as the others are crying for hunger, they didn't know they touch you. They want to bring it more closer so that you go touch you by all means, so you go cry. Resource control.
Bigger
Have more share. Bigger share.
Can they just make every street a state? So that we can all get this allocation.
Get the allocation.
I'm telling you, right?
Let's see how that goes with the constitutional review, and let's see what
happens.
Yeah.
The National Agricultural Development Fund, NADF.
Now, I'm done with this one. Now, our Prime Minister made it clear. Nobody have the right. Anything anybody want to do, want to say, want to act concerning Biafra land is illegal. And if you try Biafra go come ask you, oh boy, what thing you do now? Why you do them now? Why you go to do like this? Now, when over 30 million people have voted that they don't want Nigeria again, you are coming to tell them you want Nigeria is giving them state. What state? What state? State of Waboko. Hey, my dear Grace, how you there? Greetings. Ndewo. Thank you for that prayer. Thank you. They want to create more state. Now ask yourself, which state? What do you want to do with the state? What do you need the state for? You don't need the state. What we need is freedom. We don't need state. What we need is freedom.
And in Imo State, Governor Hope Uzodinma is calling for the immediate arrest and prosecution of factional leader of the proscribed indigenous people, Biafra, Simon Ekpa, over his continuous sit-at-home order in the southeast region. Governor Uzodinma made this call in Owerri, the Imo State capital, while playing host to the new general officer commanding 82 Division of the Nigerian Army, Enugu. He said it's time for the military to work in synergy with the federal government to end practice and ensure Simon Ekpa is detained to face the full wrath of the law.
Security agencies particularly the military, working with the federal government of Nigeria, will be able to either bring the Simon Ekpa back to Nigeria to also sit at home with us, or be made to face the wrath of the Lord.
Bring him back. Go and bring him back. Simon, I have told you, he is there. You know where he lives. Go and bring him back. Abari Bear has gone all the way to UN to make sure he brings Simon Ekpa back. He has gone all the way to African Summit, African Organization, OAU or ECOWAS, and the Commonwealth to bring Simon. Abari Bear single-handedly, not that he went on behalf, he went on his Abari Bear behalf. He went on his own personally. He said he has gone personally. I don't know if I can find the video. I will show you. He has gone personally, personal effort to bring Simon Ekpa back, to kidnap him.
First of all, I will crave the indulgence of my colleagues ended. This matter of sit at home started in 2021, August 2021, when the agitation group called IPOB insisted that they will go on a sit at home because of their leader held in prison in the DSS. 3 weeks later, when the effect of the criminal takeover of this started to manifest, this same IPOB came out and said that they are no longer supporting sit at home.
Because Sona don't buy them now, because you succeeded in buying them over. You succeeded. And you bought them, even bought the ESM from them. They sold everything to you. They sold their media. They sold Radio Biafra. They sold the ESN. They sold their mouth to you. And they sold Nnamdi Kanu to you. They sold Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to you. They sold everything to you. So how do you want them to come out and condemn and support sit at home when you are not supporting it? This Abari Bear that is speaking here was humiliated by Nigerian military in his own town this last weekend. He was humiliated and he ran away to Abuja. He's there now ranting. People don't listen to their voices when they don't listen to their voices when they speak.
That they will have stopped. Unfortunately, very unfortunately.
I love this point. Unfortunately, when they believe they have succeeded in buying over everybody, when they thought, when they believe and they have gone to throw party that they have succeeded, they have kidnapped Nnamdi Kanu, they have bought ESN, they have sold ESN for them, they have rounded up on Nnamdi Kanu, they have taken him over. Ejiofor is the most trusted. Ejiofor become the eyes, and the Shina Samoru is now the head, the commander-in-chief of Biafra Radio, and the Shina Samoru have sold his mouth and sold the radio, and the Kenguru Ago have sold everything to Ifanyoba, and Ifanyoba and the Ifanyoba and Nigerian government is now in charge of the same IPOB that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is dying for. When they thought they have succeeded from nowhere, from nowhere, Simon Ekpa show up. We get I remember initially. I remember the day China Saworo called me on program. Call me. Leave Simon Ekpa. Leave him. He is only looking for a work building his channel. By the time he builds his YouTube channel, he will leave Biafra. He is not serious. I was not convinced. And those of you that know me know I was not there with Simon Ekpa before. Even when they were there, their media team were there. When I was not there. I was on my own, doing my own thing. But I was always in support of whatever Simon is doing. I will always stand with. Even before they fought to go back, I don't know if the videos in Facebook deleted them. Before them, Nelly Ofebu began to fight against Simon Ekpa, I said it that these people are going to fight Simon Ekpa. I said it that the aim of Nelly Ofebu is to lure Simon Ekpa out of Biafra, is to make sure he distracts Simon Ekpa. But people don't understand me. You don't even reach 1 month, it happened. I said that Nelly Ofebu we never fight or stand for Biafra. You know what happened? So from nowhere, unfortunately, like this man said, Abaribe said, unfortunately, very, 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 very unfortunately, Simon Ekpa showed up. They never expected this. That was why what is his name? Obasanjo told them, we don't make mistake. You kidnapped the wrong person. Nnamdi Kanu is a problem, but he is not the problem. The main problem is that boy in Finland. This was in 2021 that Obasanjo told them this, that they have a bigger problem, and the bigger problem is Simon Ekpa. But they didn't get it. Don't worry. By the time we use our media, we will silence him. You don't know that now. Onye Shuku Dunaga, you don't know. Let me not digress. Let's listen to him. He said, unfortunately, very unfortunately, listen.
Criminal takeover of this started to manifest. This same IPOB came out and said that they are no longer supporting sit at home, that they will have stopped. Unfortunately, very unfortunately,
this one shocked them. Very unfortunately, they never believed in their life that someone ever, that there is anything, anybody that will come out to be more brutal, to be offensive. It shocked them. Very unfortunate.
The Genii had been removed from the bottle, and all manners of criminal elements had taken over and now use the sit at home to kill, to maim, to burn houses, to kill policemen and all manners of innocent people. When that continued, by December of 2021, and I need for everybody to know this, in company of former senator and our former deputy Senate President Ike Ekweremadu, 2 bishops, and the secretary of Ohanaeze, I went with them to meet with their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, in the DSS headquarters. And there, we pointedly asked him, why did you institute this menace that is crippling the Southeast. He denied and said that the person who is going ahead and insisting that he's doing sit at home on his behalf.
Did you hear how shamelessly he is disgracing himself? As this man speaking, have you ever heard any Funani man coming out to tell you, I went to see the people you know that they are terrorists? They know that these people are terrorists, but each time their head or whatever, what they call his name, Gumi will come out to tell you. He will tell you that you have to negotiate with the Degogide or all of them together. Not one, because there are many factions, there are many groups of terrorists in the north. From the north, he said you must go and negotiate with them. But each time the people with this useless red cap will go to visiting Nnamdi Kanu, they are going there to ask him, why are you supporting sit at home? Why are you supporting this Simon Ekpa? Why can't you call Simon Ekpa to order? They have not gone there to ask him, how did they beat you in Kenya? They did not go there to ask him, who betrayed you? They did not go there to ask him, how can we help you? They have never gone there to ask him, are you missing your family? They have never gone there to ask him, how do we do your father's house that the bushes has taken over? Grasses and trees has overgrown your father's compound. Sit at home, how do we stop it? They don't go there to tell him that something worse than Operation Python dance has been reoccurring in Biafra land. They don't tell him. They don't go there to tell him that 300 youth was abducted under 1 week. They don't go there to tell Nnamdi Kanu the Nigerian military leveled a community called Okwama under 1 week.